This is me, Bruce Lucas. Everything Tech. That's a summary of what my profile should be saying to you. I'm everything tech. I love software, I love hardware, I love cybersecurity, and I love community building. So those are the core things I do. I'll be having a presentation with you, which is supposed to be a practical guide, but just like in every event, there's no time. So I'm sorry that you may not have the best of it all, since there's no time, but the organizers can still share the slides with you as well. Okay, so my topic is on digital transformation tools for business and personal productivity, a practical approach. A practical approach simply means that within the period of my presentation, there will be things you would jot down and actively do that would cause that digital transformation you're expecting to see, or there are certain notes that you might want to take between the period. So get ready to take those notes as we move ahead. Next slide. Person helping with the presentation should please help me be fast as well. So I'm Bruce Lucas. I mentor people to build great startups and grow a career in tech. That's what I do in summary. And you can find me on any platform at Bruce Algorithm, social media, including the one that has not been created. How many of you know this lady? Moana. So the first time I saw this movie, I saw it as a movie, and then the next time I saw the movie, I got on to watch this movie several times. And the message I got out of this movie, which is the message I want you to have, is the fact that even if you're not an adult, the way you act at home can make you an adult to your parents. It will make them listen to you, listen to your dream, listen to your intent, and pay attention. And you should not be swayed by what everybody says. You should not be easily influenced. Moana was a very strong character, and she's a lady. So it doesn't stop you from doing the same thing. Next slide. How many of you know this lady? Hello? Who knows her? What's her name? Harriet. So this is also from another movie. So those are two movies I'll be recommending anybody that has not seen here to see. And it talks about women. For this, she actually liberated her fellow compatriots, black people, out of slavery. But she was a woman. She was determined, and she went through blood and deep seas to make that happen. And next slide. That tells you about three things I want us to take out today: strength, grit, and purpose. If you have strength and no purpose, your strength is useless. If you have strength and purpose, and you're going on with that purpose, but you don't have the grit to sustain it, you would definitely meet that roadblock. Most of the success stories that were shared here, even by Payne, you would notice that there's the consistency and the deliberate nature in it. Next slide. Understanding technology. Next slide. So technology is a tool, right? So if you're sitting in this hall and you're thinking you're in tech and you're not in tech, and this summit may or may not apply to you, take it from me, technology is just a tool. There was a time we used to trek long distances between communities in order to visit the next community. And then bicycle came and made it easier. That was technology. Motorcycle came and made it easier than bicycle, right? That was technology. Vehicles, cars came and made it easier than motorcycle. That was technology, right? And then planes came and made it even easier. That was technology. And now we have something that makes it even easier than planes. Something else is faster than planes. Who knows that? Huh? Can you travel with the internet? All the examples I gave are examples of vehicles you can actually enter and physically go somewhere, Abi. So the internet will not be the next example. Yes, bullet trains, hyperloops, they are faster than planes and can take you between cities in just a few minutes. So tech is just a tool, irrespective of what you do. If you fry akara, you can fry akara with technology. Do you agree with me? If you make akara, make it with technology. Anything can be made with technology. So think of anything at all, and the next question you should be asking yourself is, how will technology make this easier for me. That would immediately put you in the tech space and make you proud to call yourself a techie. Next slide. So who's the techie? A techie is not only somebody that uses the system. A techie is not only someone that wears a backpack with one new laptop. A techie is someone that knows how to use tech, or someone that loves using tech, and someone that builds tech products. But the last one is usually what everybody regards as a techie, isn't it? But that is not true. Why? Because some of the people you see building websites on their laptop, a lady in year one using a smartphone can be more tech person. They can know a lot of things with that smartphone than that person that is just learning how to build a website. So these are the things that describe what a techie is. Next slide. Now, we have to come to the business side of things, because I know we have a mix of business and tech people in the room. And we're looking for a technical guide or a practical guide to digital transformation. You have your regular business and you want to transfer that business to become a digital business, or you want to do things differently that can help scale your business. So for the next couple of slides, we'll talk about business quickly. What is your business? What is your Coca-Cola? All of us know, right? First product, the most important product. Believe me, there is no city that does not have Coca-Cola. But they can bring orange, Coca-Cola lime, Coca-Cola this, Fanta orange, Apple, Fanta Zobo, and every other thing. But you would notice Coca-Cola will never come and go. Isn't it? Every other variant will come, but Coca-Cola will not come and go. Reason being that there is a product that actually introduces you to the market. But when you start doing your ads to gain customers, you forget that product. And you start marketing every other thing you imported, which is a wrong idea. You have to be known for one thing first, and then fight to everything. So if you don't know what your Coca-Cola is, at this meeting, the next thing on your practical guide is to write down, what is my Coca-Cola in my business? Next slide. What do you do now, and what do you want to make easier? Remember, we talked about tech being a tool. So if tech is a tool, what is it I'm doing now that I can make easier with tech? Is it the fact that I go to do delivery myself? How can tech help me do the delivery faster? Is it that I always send my account number to them to make payment? How can tech just send them a QR code to scan and the money is in my account? Or how can tech quickly send them an invoice, immediately a payment is made? So think of all the things you can do in your business, and in a jiffy is simply done by tech. And meanwhile, just so you know, customers are always wowed with tech and can be converted to a loyal customer just because of the tech you use. Somebody can just reach you on Instagram, I want to, and the next message you send to them, or the invoice you send to them, or the link you send, just be the only reason they will tell everybody about your business and your product, or even be begging you to teach them how it was done. Next slide. Okay, so transforming system starts with you listing what your business does, understanding what your business really does. Then the next is to list the processes in your business. So you may not know because you're just using your phone, but every process listed here and even more are available in your business. You hire people with that same phone. You do most of the marketing, sales, everything with that same phone. Even legal, you do it with that phone, even if you just do makeup. How do you do the legal? You simply send them a message saying payments without refund. Every payment is without refund. You know that's a legal term, right? That's a legal way of telling them that once they pay, they will not get a refund. So you do all of this already using your smartphone. So to factor them in a list can help you create clarity, including payments, payroll. Next slide. Now marketing. This is a very important part. Everybody in this hall think of marketing. Every business will think of marketing. Where we're standing right here, if you stand up from this hall and walk into the reception and say you want to see the manager or the owner of this place, and you tell them, I've just visited your hall and I can market this hall and make you 10 million every month, do you know what will happen next? What will happen next? Hello? Did you get what I just said? Yeah, so if you live here and walk straight to the manager of this place and tell them I can market this hall for you and you make up to 10 million naira every month, what would happen next? They'll engage you immediately because they want to see that 10 million every month, isn't it? Every business needs marketing. That's why digital marketers are supposed to be the easiest persons to get a job. But it is still quite tricky, and we'll know why. Next slide. No, please, can you go back to the slide? Okay, go to the previous slide once. Okay, yeah, next slide now. Okay, so in marketing, there is a serious change that a lot of people have not noticed. And I'm talking to all the entrepreneurs out here and also the digital marketers. There's a serious change in marketing. There used to be something called the marketing mix: product, promotion, price, and place, determining your marketing, right? And there are still more P's to it, which is also taught in universities. But this has changed, especially because most of what we have are services. We're only intermediaries. If you sell hair, you find out that you're an intermediary. You're not really dealing with the product. If you do makeup, you're not really dealing with the product. You're only providing the service. Think of most of the things we do now and try to market online. We are not the product owners. We are only intermediaries. So your marketing should not be the same thing. Take down how your marketing should go. Silver model. You should discuss being the solution. That's all. Be the solution, not the product. Don't talk about the product. Be the solution. Provide information to the person. Provide value. And make it easy for the person to buy. Or easy for the person to access your service. If you watch a video now that tells you how you can make 10,000 naira every hour, the next question is how? Am I right? I know a lot of people that say they don't have money. But when you told them about MMM, the money came out. That laugh was deep, but I hope you did not lose money in MMM. The point I'm trying to make is, all the digital marketers and business owners here, stop telling people about your product. Stop telling people about the price. Tell people about how it will solve their problem. That's it. Tell them, look, I will do this for you. You will gain this numbers of followers. We will do like this, and this is the result you will get. The next thing the person wants to know is what? How much? If you do this for me, I want it. How much? But if you come and say, I'm a digital marketer, I have 10 years of experience, I can do this, can do that. No. There are no many other digital marketers out there. Next slide. This is transformation. For products, this is what they talk about more, manufacturing companies and so on. But for this is what you should be talking about and promoting. Next slide. You're taking and people are going there, not to you. And then when you pick a dress from them and you look at the dress you have sewn, your patterns or your lines are even straighter, finer than them. Why? Because they have a particular market and audience they're targeting that you are not. So these are three main things to look at when you're understanding your market. First, SMEs and startup, big money, fair amount to customers, organized delivery and support. Individuals, less money you make, large number of customers, organized delivery and support. But for enterprises, very big money. Very big money, less number of customers, and organized delivery and support. What this simply says is, when you're dealing with big companies, you can do one deal for 10 million and you have only 2-3 customers. But when you're dealing at a smaller scale as an, you have a fair amount, you can make a lot of money, but you have a lot of customers. So when you're looking at your market, this hair I'm selling, who am I selling to? Am I selling to everybody that wants to buy hair? Or I want to target influencers? Or do I want to target high net individuals? What are the people I want to target? Because targeting them will tell you how to also do your packaging in order for them to be interested and link you to everybody in their network. Does that make sense? But if you carry the hair, shake the hair, shake the hair, shake the hair, shake this one, shake this one, come and buy now. The promo has come, new supply, new delivery and all that. Do you think that the people that have 500K to buy the hair would call you. No. Look at it and laugh and say, it looks nice. That's the point we're trying to make. Next slide. Sales. Next slide. So, using technology with sales. I hope you noticed how I separated sales from marketing. Hello? Because they are not the same thing at all. Right? Marketing is building awareness. Sales is actually doing the transaction. So now, in sales, the first thing we need to look at is the audience, the customers. Right? There's nothing like a small business. Every business is growing. Right? We started with Yahoo Messenger. We had Skype. How many of us know Skype? Skype was a big thing. Zoom came and killed them. Isn't it? And then Meet came after Zoom and so on. There are lots of big businesses. We had Uber. Uber was shouting up and down. Bolt came and did what? Crash the market. You can crash the market even here in Asaba. That person they've been talking about, they will stop talking about them and start talking about you. When you focus on the customer, that's an important lesson I learned during an acceleration program. Stop thinking about your competitors. Look for what your customer needs. And they will leave all your competitors and come to you. Next slide. Sorry, not next slide. Hey. Sorry. Products and services, build, process, and package. Think of this process in sales. Strategy to reach your audience, which are the channels. Now, it's not everything you put on TikTok. It's not everything you put on Instagram. You should know which channels actually promote your business and focus on those channels. Because when somebody goes to look for you on Facebook and you're more active on Instagram, the impression they will have of you on Facebook is the impression that will stick with them. So make sure it is clear that they can find you on Instagram and that's it. And when they see you on Instagram, they see the best version of you. Does that make sense? Don't be everywhere. Be on a channel they know you for. And even your customers, when they discuss you behind your back, they will say they're on Instagram. That's the best you can think of. Next slide. Sorry, not next slide. I'm trying to round up very fast. So the next slide is just coming. So presenting the value. Some of you don't know how to present the value in your business you're selling. And you'll be troubled when people that are doing substandard products or that are not doing so well are actually selling more than you. Go back and think about how your presentation goes, because it makes a whole lot of sense when you present the value better to the customer. Closing a sale, payment, thank you, and you close the sale. Please don't do that. There's more to customer engagement that makes them loyal to you and makes them your ambassador afterwards. I can't delve into more deep. That's where after sales support also comes in. Next slide. Next slide. Okay, business productivity tools or personal productivity tools as well. I'll go through both of them right now, which is like Microsoft Office. Those are tools you can use. Collaboration tools. Tools that help you discuss with your team, discuss with every other person, work on documents together. Automation tools are tools that makes it easy for tasks to be carried out without your presence. Sorry, I can't explain all of this in depth because of time. Then task tracking tools, know all the things you're supposed to do at a certain point in time. Have Notepad, you have notes on your phone, you have a to-do app on your phone. Please use them. They help keep you organized and help you keep in touch with customers at different times and help you do what you're supposed to do at the given time. OKRs. OKRs are objectives and key results. It's something I'm supposed to explain in depth, but I assure you, if you go to YouTube and type OKR, you should see a video that can help explain OKR to you. But in summary, OKR is a method Google used to grow the business from 1,000 customers to millions of customers. It's a methodology that makes your results more important than the process. So with that, you can focus on always gaining high results in your business. So you can just put it up on YouTube and you definitely see something about it. Learn about OKRs. Next slide. Okay, tools for selling and managing technology. Let's look at Google. Google can help you do a lot of things. And so look at the different products in Google that can help you achieve those goals. Social media, like you already know, can help you achieve a lot of selling managing and marketing. Then instant messaging. Please, WhatsApp is not social media. Right? Hello? Yeah, in case you lose a job because you call WhatsApp social media. WhatsApp is not social media, it's instant messaging. You have Signal, you have Telegram, you have WhatsApp, you have Messenger, and so on, right? Right? Some of me like, you can check it up. Then nextly, Leads Gorilla. This helps you find customers. It can help you find customers online. One of the tricky things is, you know how every business wants to be online, right? This particular software helps you to go find people that have listed their businesses online and convert them to become your own potential customers. That's what Leads Gorilla does. Next is listing. My dear ladies and gentlemen, they might not find you on Instagram. I hope you are aware. They might not find you on Instagram. If somebody is looking for a particular thing right now, the first place they will think of is Google search, not Instagram. Am I right? Google search will produce a website where they can buy those things, right? But if you don't have a website, Google search can take them to Jumia, Konga, Gigi, and so on, isn't it? And the closest to you would always be Gigi. So think of putting your business on these e-commerce platforms that people would always go to look for stuff and buy stuff. Don't just be on Instagram waiting for somebody to scroll and see your ad or see your reels. Actually list the product and people will see it and buy it even when you're sleeping, and even pay for it using those platforms while you're sleeping. So that is something you should think of doing for your business. Next, the business software. This is actually when you have grown to a certain level. Now the last item is business website. Please don't design a website. If you're not an established business, do not design a website. If you have a website, just put it down if you're still a small business. The reason why is because managing a website is technical and you will spend more than just managing a Facebook page. Does that make sense? So you don't want to get somebody to design a website for you 200, 300K, and after the website is designed, you're looking for the same person to come and update the products and services, to come and do certain work on the website throughout the entire year, because you can't do it and you're paying for all those things. Just create a Facebook page. Be deliberate about what you do on your Facebook page and just use your phone and be posting the different items. The good part of it also is that it's easier for somebody to scroll through your Facebook page and see your products and services, and also go to Facebook Marketplace and see your items, than to scroll through other social media platforms or TikTok or Twitter looking for a particular product. So that's my advice on anybody thinking of building a website. But when you're established and you have the money to do all of that, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. It's awesome as well. So personal productivity. My dear, if you buy iPhone 14 Pro or iPhone 16 and they tell you you've wasted the money, it's actually a lie. The only reason you would have wasted that money is if you did not think of how that money will make more, how that phone will make more money. Are you listening? Because it's cheaper to buy an iPhone 16 Pro than for you to buy a camera, a light, a stand, a this, rent a space, and all of that all together. Are you following? Good. So when you're starting up your business, or while you're doing your business right now, think of the gadgets you use and how those gadgets convert into cash or convert into growing your business. That's part of your personal productivity investment. Time and tax management tools, about that. Email. If it's important for you to have a customized email, please do. If it's not, please make sure you have a signature at the bottom of your email while you're sending emails. Next, social media tools and setup. Please set up your social media very well. If you need to automate it, when you post something on Facebook, you should automatically post to the other channels. And some of you sell mostly on WhatsApp. Am I right? Now, you sell mostly on WhatsApp by putting up a WhatsApp status. There's also an option on WhatsApp status that will post the same thing on Facebook. I hope you know that. Make sure you go to WhatsApp, check that box, and everything you're posting on WhatsApp status for everybody in your contacts list to see on WhatsApp, everybody in your friends list on Facebook too are also seeing the same thing. Does that make sense? Good. Then automation tools, we'll talk about that. Next slide. Next slide. So after you've done all of this and business is going fine, which we pray it does, getting to the next levels, you'll be talking about marketing affiliates. Create people to become affiliates to your business. Resellers, people that can sell from you. You're not too small to have resellers. I hope you know that. That shirt and bed sheet and boxers you brought in, just get somebody to come and take some and sell them out. That helps you also grow. Business to business, sell to businesses, scalable system design, build a community around your product, which is what most influencers do, and then finally franchising. But that's a very fast step. But these are things you could do to grow. Go out there, break a leg. Bruce Lucas says so. Thank you very much.